Well, hi. I hope your summer is rolling along great, that you're implementing some of what I talked about the first week with rest, and that you are finding joy in the Lord and in your families and just in your life. This is such a great time of year to really just revel and bask in that a little bit. So I want to go to a new question today that is fantastic. This is from a friend named Tina, and she says, I'm being asked to speak, and they always have their topic in mind. I'm just starting and want the practice, but I find myself having to create a new talk every time. And I'm a mom with young girls, and I don't have time to create all new talks. What are your thoughts? This is such a terrific question, and it speaks something that is near and dear to my heart, which is understanding our ministry niche. See, every assignment is not ours. I used to treat speaking just like a high school speakers class. Do you remember that, or did you ever do that, where the teacher would pass around a hat with all these different topics in it, and you choose one of the topics, and then you create a speech on it for your speech class? Well, that is okay for high school speaking class, but it's not okay for a ministry. See, we're not experts on everything. We don't have a passion about everything, and so we shouldn't be speaking about everything. And I understand that event planners sometimes don't understand that. But when they approach us, it's our job to know what our ministry niche is and our ministry niche and be able to express that to event planners. Now, when you know what your ministry niche is, what your specific calling is, it does two very powerful things. Number one, it gives you the power to say yes and the power to say no. So for example, if an event planner called me. She said, hey, Amy, we are doing a weekend retreat on being a more godly wife. We want you to be our speaker. What I would probably say to her is, hey, I am so honored that you called me. And even though I'm happily married, I love being married, and I'm a big advocate for marriage, I have never felt called to speak about marriage. So this year, I want to give you my friend's name who's on fire to speak about marriage, because she'd be great for your retreat. And next year, if you want someone to talk about creating deeper relationships with God and other women, that's me. Call me back. I'd love to hear from you. So it gives you the power to know when it's your assignment and when it's not sometimes. And sometimes it's okay to say no. Have another speaker's name in mind that you could be able to pass on to someone. And then it also gives you the power to hone excellent messages. Now, what Tina was saying is, help, I have to create a new message every time. Now, I have talked to speakers who are called to do that. They're Bible teachers usually, and they want to give something fresh from the Word every single time. I think that's fine. I don't think that has to be the case for every single speaker. I don't give a new message every time. God has put some specific, kind of a handful of specific messages and topics on my heart that just burn in me with just a great passion, and I am so glad I have those powerful messages to give. And the other thing it allows me to do is every time I speak, I go back and I hone that message some more. I tweak it some more. I pray and ask God, how can I make this fresh for this audience and speak to this audience? So Tina, you are absolutely right in feeling a little frustrated with that situation, and any of the rest of you in those shoes too. So find your ministry niche so that you have the power to say yes and the power to say no, and so that you can hone powerful messages for your ministry. Now today, I'm going to leave you a link to how do you find your ministry niche and some more information about that. Enjoy!